The brightness of this day has given me the opportunity to bring you this video. Welcome back to my channel, Winking It with AC. My name is AC. I'm not sure if I should term this as a chit chat. I'm not sure if I should term this as a chit chat, but basically, I just wanted to talk about my, if I should say, my breastfeeding. I don't say journey because I've already kind of talked about that in a previous video. My exclusive breastfeeding experience, or basically there's some guilt I have been trying to deal with. I think I've dealt with it now, but I was trying to deal with it over the past not counting this week, so 2 weeks. So a few weeks before Cuckoo turned 6 months, I realized I was just sick and tired of pumping. I was like, I can't do this anymore. But I realized that the days where I was actually like really tired, like I'm tired of pumping, those were days where I was so exhausted physically, mentally, like I was just exhausted, So I really thought through it a lot, and I mentioned it to 3 friends and separately anyway. And I told them that I'm just tired and I want to stop pumping. Now, that meant that it would reduce my breast milk supply if I stop pumping when I go to work, and it would mean that I would also have to introduce formula. Now, I am very aware of the fact that there is nothing wrong with feeding your baby formula. I am a formula baby. I'm a lactation baby. But I was like, I just kept telling myself, like, if you've gone this far, just make it to 6 months and you'll be fine. Like, just make it to 6 months. But I was so tired and I was like, I don't want to pump anymore. So the last person I spoke to was my darling sister Jocelyn of Pregnancy Matters, and she was like, in fact, she gave me so much fame. She was like, I support your decision. Like, she really encouraged me. And the advice I got from her and another doctor friend of mine was to do combination feeding, where you would mix the formula with breast milk. So it's not completely formula, it's not completely breast milk. You would mix the two. So let's say 2 ounces of breast milk, 2 ounces of formula, mix the two together and feed it to him. And I was like, okay, I can do that. So the following day I woke up excited. This was like 2 weeks before he turned 6 months, I think. And so then I woke up excited. I was like, you know what, this week, today, I am not taking my pump things to work. First of all, I knew that was a mistake, because if I'm going to stop pumping, I would have to gradually reduce the number of times I pump. So if in a day at work I pump 3 times, as a wise woman, what I should have done was to reduce it to 2. Okay, so what I have to do is reduce from 3 times to 2 times. So maybe take a week to reduce from pumping 3 times to pumping twice, and then take a week to pumping once and then stop. But AC said no, she would just stop. And I knew that was a bad idea. If anything at all, what I would have to do is to pump in the morning, at least before I leave for work. And then when I close and get home, I pump. I woke up, I remember it was a Friday, I was giddy with excitement that today I am not carrying my pump accessory. I'm not carrying that distance to work, okay? I was excited. So I finished pumping that morning. I was like, today, no, we are not taking the pump to work. I was happy. Then I went to take a bath, and then I started feeling so sad and so guilty. And I was like, the emotions were like, they just hit me. And I was like, what is this? Like, I was feeling sad, I was feeling guilty that, hey, so you're going to stop pumping, but you have milk, so now your milk is going to reduce. So who could have gotten all that milk, but you want to reduce it? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I couldn't carry the pump to work. I carried everything to work. And I couldn't get over the guilt. And I was like, I don't know why I was feeling guilty. I don't know. So then the following week came, and I still carry the pump to work. But there was a day I went to work and I was like, you know what, I'm not carrying the pump to work today. So I didn't carry the pump to work. White AC, I didn't pump before leaving the house either. So yes, my boobs were on fire that day when I got home. And I actually did the same thing today. Anyway, point is, I managed to work through the guilt and everything that I was feeling. And the advice I got from all 3 friends, who are also mothers and who are health professionals, like, your mental health, hello, Jay, at all, Pamela Jay. Your mental health matters. So if it is really draining you and weighing you down, stop pumping. And that's what it was just driving me crazy. I won't even lie. Pumping is not easy, and pumping at work, because it's like you're working the whole time. I'm working and I'm busy. I'm thinking about the fact that I need to stop and pump. The thing that has been hard for me is if I have to sit in a meeting from morning to afternoon, basically throughout my whole work day. That drives me nuts, because I'm just sitting down, especially when I first resume, I'm just sitting down thinking about my breasts are going to explode. I need to pump. And if halfway throughout the meeting or something, through the meeting, I drink water or something, then it's like, ooh, my breasts just fill up, and then I'm just sitting there, like, my mind is like, I have divided attention. My mind is on what they're saying, and my mind is on the fact that I need to pump. Or in the beginning, I was worrying that it was going to reduce my supply, which it will. If you keep that up, you would end up reducing your supply. So how did I work through this guilt thing I was feeling? I went and bought the formula. They recommended that I buy Aptamil, so I went and bought Aptamil. I bought the one that is in like a container, the small container, just to be sure. Hello, as na mama kasa day kan hoko. I bought the one in the Conco, just to make sure that he actually likes it before we buy the big one. And so I bought that one, and it sat on the shelf. I bought it with excitement. I was like, yes, we're going to buy formula. We're not going to do this pumping thing again. Once I bought the formula, I brought it home. It was a Saturday. 1 whole week later, I hadn't touched the tin. It was still on the counter. Every time I go to the kitchen, I would see it and ignore it. And the thing is, I was still carrying the pump and pumping at work. I would pump at least once at work. So that was what I was doing. And then finally, 1 week later, I was like, you know what? Just give this boy the formula. So I prepared it, mixed it with his breast milk. He drank it. Thankfully, he accepted it. But have I stopped pumping? No. Have I stopped pumping at work? No. Yesterday, I pumped once at work. Today, I carried the pump with me to work, and I didn't pump. I just brought everything back. But I'm suffering from it because I'm engorged. I have a lot of breast milk in the freezer. So I am going to be relying on that, mixing that with the formula. And the thing is that we have started weaning now. So we started solid now. So that's also going to help. The advice I received from my darling lactation consultant was she said something called reverse something. There's a term whereby it's like you sort of teach your body to produce the milk or like more milk at a certain time. So once I stop pumping in the morning until afternoon, so let's say if every day my body realizes that from 6 a.m. until 3 p.m. this woman, she does not remove the milk, but then from 3 p.m. to let's say 9 p.m. milk is always be removed. It's like I wish I could remember the term she used, reverse something. So then like a reverse cycle. So then your body would now sort of like be producing more of the milk, cut back on the production during the time that you don't remove the milk, and then increase it during the time that it knows you're removing the milk. So she's like, when you get back from work, just collect this boy and have a nursing session, nurse him as much as you can, and then also pump maybe once or twice once you get home before bed, from that time to bedtime. honestly, I'm only able to pump once because pumping is not easy. It's not easy. So that has been my, and this is my first experience with formula. Serum did not have formula at all. He was breastfed from beginning to end, no formula at all. But darling Cuckoo is about to be a combination baby. Hey, so if you're in this house, I can't do video in peace. It's like I have to sack everybody from this house where I can do a video. Anyway, so I hope this video didn't bore you, but I just felt like I really, throughout the time I was struggling with this issue of guilt, it went on for days, and I think that's another reason why I just kept taking the pump to work. It went on for days. I was just feeling guilty about the fact that I've decided to stop pumping when I go to work. I wish I could even stop pumping at all, not even bother about this pump. But I realized that not yet. And I have to travel soon, so which means I'm actually going to be away from this boy. It's a very short trip, and my mind has just been thinking the whole time. You see, I tell people that this stage of being a mother, a nursing mother, it's not easy, and there's some parts of it I find annoying, frankly speaking, because I have to keep calculating. Okay, I'm going to be away from this boy for this long. Should I carry the pump with me? The other day we traveled out of Accra, just Richie and I had to carry the pump with me so that I pump while we are away. It's like your life is sort of really at a standstill. And anyway, that's it. So let me know. I really would like to hear from you. For those who have breastfed before, those of you who did combination feeding, how did you feel about it in the beginning? Because I know that there are lots of moms who have fed their babies formula, and formula shaming is real. People look at you some way, people pass all kinds of comments. I've had relatives who have said to me that don't give your child formula, don't give your child those, and I'm like, what is wrong with that? Like, if I didn't have any breast milk coming, what would you expect me to do? I should starve the child, So that thing is an ongoing debate, and people are trying to create more awareness about it and everything. But please stop formula shaming. If you see a mom feeding her baby formula, her goal is for her baby to be healthy and to be alive and to be fine. The formula will not kill the baby. I am a formula baby. I have lived. You are following me. You are watching me. Am I okay? Yes, I'm okay. So you'll be fine. All right. So thank you so much for listening to me go on and on and on about my formula and my guilt and everything. I am joining on this way because I just did a video showcasing the things that I take to work when I pump, and the fact that I am very tired and very sleepy. My brain is tired. I was trying to write a letter today as well. It took me so long. My brain is just tired. It's a shutdown. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.